The holy grail of bow making is this 4-inch ribbon. Y'all, if you've never used 4-inch ribbon, do not be afraid of it. Let me show you a little trick how you can get some 4-inch action in your ribbon and not be afraid. The Easy Bow Maker has the spool holder, and then what I call, this is the peg system, I call it the toaster. This thing is older than dirt. Like, it's old. I have the old one. I love it. I'm not parting with it. So if you ever hear me say the toaster, that's what these two pegs are. To me, is the toaster. Now, before I get too involved with this, I go ahead, just for kicks and giggles, I go ahead and lay down a pipe cleaner. I just want to make sure one's there because you're going to need it. So you're going to put the pretty printed side facing you and then twist. Pretty printed, not pretty. You're going to come in here. I like to pull my ribbon out when I'm doing the Easy Bow Maker. Put it in the toaster. I measure it out at 8 inches. I flatten it. It's in that toaster. If you want to do another loop, you have to twist it. Another loop means twist. Make sure, and what I do is I move this out of the way. Make sure it's also equal at 8 inches. Now that last loop, if you're doing, that's the last one, or that's the last layer, that's the last loop on that layer, I just cut it. I'm going to come in here with this 1.5 inch, and I'm going to measure it out. This is going to be a bigger bow. I don't do chintzy bows with 4-inch ribbon. Twist it. See it? Pretty printed side facing me. Twist. Your right hand goes forward, your left hand goes back if you're right-handed. So twist. Or vice versa. However you want to do it. I do it either way. So you could do it left hand goes forward, right hand goes back. And it's okay if that moves. It's okay if your ribbon moves. Yours shouldn't, but mine's so old that it's going to move. Okay. I just pull that up out of the way. See how that's twisted? I bring it in the toaster facing me, and I lay it flat. Now, here's the cool thing about the Easy Bow Maker. You don't have to abide by any rules. You can do all 1 inch. You could do all 4 inch. You could do 4-inch, 1.5, and 2.5, which is what we're going to do. Keep your tails long. Twist. Pull it out. You know where your guide is by looking at this. Twist. That twist is the most important part of this entire bow. And then come in here. Do the exact same thing, but you don't have to twist because we're not doing another loop. Okay? You just want to make sure that that's pretty equal. So on this bow, I'm only going to do 3 layers. I'm going to show you why. When you're using 4-inch ribbon, now I only do this to pull this out of here because what you don't want to do is lose it. You don't want to lose that stack, okay? That stack is real important. So I just zip tie, or I pull it out of there with a pipe cleaner. And then what I do is I come back with a zip tie, which is my security blanket. I don't do it tight yet. I undo this. I'll use it for another bow. Then I can really pull that to where it needs to go. All right. So now we have this delicious 4-inch fabric that has made a huge impact on what you're doing. So let's go ahead and trim up these tails. That's the first thing I do. Okay. Now, this type of bow for me would go on a grapevine, and I would probably do 2 of them. There would be one with more substance, and watch what I do. This is the trick I was telling you about. If you need a little bit more substance, and you're looking at this and you're like, I don't love it yet. Well, before you say that, I want you to fluff it, okay? And even after you fluff it and you're like, I still don't love it. Okay. So I will tell you that a lot of times, unless it's really stiff, 2.5-inch ribbon, I cut them. Now, see how long that one is? This one's a little bit longer. We're going to cut it to where it's pretty even with that other one, okay? Just like that. Now, I'm like, oh, but I want something else. Something else needs to happen up there. This is the best way to use leftover ribbon. You're going to take that 4.5-inch. You're going to fold it like a taco, dovetail it. Fold it straight in half, okay? You're going to measure out. I'm at 10 inches, so I need to be on this one about 6 inches. So pinch at about 6 to 7 inches. On a 4-inch ribbon, it needs to be 6 to 7 inches. It's not going to look right if you do it any smaller than that, friends. Okay? Just like that. You have it pinched. It looks like a tie. Throw that leg up. Push that leg up. Take it and twist that so you have an awareness ribbon. I'm going to put it right on the back of this. Now that one is still there. I keep that there on purpose. Number one, we weren't real sure that we needed another one, right? And you can add 2 loops, but I'm just adding 1. Watch what this 1 loop does. It's never too late to add ribbon. That's why I tell people so many times, do not rip a bow apart unless it just has to be. Okay? Don't do that unless you just have to. Whoops. Now watch the difference that 1 piece of fabric made for that bow. Make sure it's laying right. And now look. That's the little trick. Bow making, wreath making, all the things. It's a little optical illusion. And you're going to have extra tails, and that's okay. Like I said, if you want to use this as a grapevine bow, perfect. You can have one with tails and one without. There you go. This is like a little cheater bow, and this is also a really good way to use up some mesh. Really good way. All right.